Aubergine started off rather innocuously as a play that was just supposed to be about food. It began because I was approached by Madeline. She wanted to see if I'd like to join in on this thing she was doing called the Food Project. It sounded so fairly easy, like, oh, a short play about food, no problem. And then of course it became much more complicated because food, as I quickly learned, is really not ever just about food. That not too long before I started working on the play, I had these sort of major life shifts, and I lost my father, who was a huge part of my life. Now that I look back on it, I realize that probably any play I would try to write would have had to deal with some aspect of that. But had I sat down to actually write a play about that, it would have been completely impossible. So I think what ended up happening was this very sneaky thing where consciously I was like, oh, I'm just writing a play about food and Korean food. And then this other huge thing crept into it. So what is now the play is kind of a mashup of those two things. Sort of my conscious desire to write about food and these new types of chefs bringing food, like Korean food, into that mainstream, and then also this completely personal experience of loss.